Hey guys, this is Nolan Oliver Geometry talking to you right now, and welcome to a brand new edition of a Banjo-Kazooie. And today, guess what? I'm forced to do post commentary. I freaking hate when that happens. But basically today what we're doing is collecting, in fact, is a little montage of what I all missed, and I've cut in between because it took me around an hour to do everything that you will see in the next in the first 2 minutes. And basically what happened is I went back to Rusty Bucket Bay, get that honeycomb pieces that I was missing, as well as completely finishing Glick Lockwood, getting the 2 last jigsaw, and collecting all 100 musical notes. So that is basically what's gonna happen in the first 2 minutes, and I didn't want to speed that up because that'd be another added 10 minutes of absolutely nothing with empty space in it, so I compressed it into 2 minutes instead. Far much better. Excuse me. And we also gotta move on a little bit. Now I gotta talk about this. During this recording, this whole recording was 3 hours long, including the final. So what happened is I went back, did everything, and then for those who have played the game knows how it mostly ends after all 9 worlds. So after that, and then I beat the boss. I beat the final boss. And I went back to edit everything, and I found out that it didn't work. Yeah, I found out that my recording didn't work. My audio recording didn't work, and I didn't know why. So not only I had to suffer 1 hour just for you to see those 2 minutes of absolutely merely nothing. Well, it's good stuff though, still, you barely saw a thing. So not only I was pissed off because of that, I didn't want to make all of those 3 hours count again. So just guess how much. I actually know the total amount of how many times I swear, but just try to guess in the comment how many times I swear after and while I was doing the recording, and while I was doing the recording and after the recording, and I found out it didn't work. Just saying, it's a bit over 20. So I don't really feel in a good mood because I'm doing this right after I just edited the first part. But here we are. We finally open the next musical door note, and I was really not looking forward to that. So without further ado, let's jump right in. And what do we got? And yes, you've guessed it. Well, come on, Grunty's the name. Banjo's here to play my game. I just love her as a villain. My lair's done, and here he stands, through all my tricks and traps and lands. This final test will see me win. When Banjo fails, then I'll be thin. The prize on this stand bring joy from Tooty's town. Cuddly toy. My little quiz will make you sweat, and Tooty you shall never get. Cause somewhere soon along the way, your lack of skill make my day. Cause in the fairy pit you'll go, and I will win the prize on show. So step on over to the square and press A to try if you dare. Just gotta say that Gruntilda is an amazing villain. So as you may have saw, there was a teleporting cauldron Mauldron. And I activated it, and yeah, as soon as you step on the thing, you go back. I didn't mean to do that at first, but then did it anyway. So what's gonna happen is, there we go. And it's basically quite a bit of question here and there. I didn't know how to do it. It's the first, so I'm kind of a bit of a loss here, especially considering I'm doing this blind. If you mind, I can do rhymes too. So you press A, 1 square to do a question, and you just answer. Here, she has the bird name. I just love the answer. They give you a little icon next to the question. I just love it because it's cool. I like it. It's pretty neat. They add details and it changes every time, especially considering the sound effect they do next to it. I really love it. So there's basically, I think, 10 different panels. I'm not sure. The first one with Banjo-Kazooie on it is just a random question. The second one with the eyes on it, basically, until I show you a screen. In this case, it's Click Lock Wood in Winter. So I just answered that, and now we can move onward. Hear the crowd, they boo and ish to see you fail. They would not miss. Gruntilla's an awesome villain. Gross, but awesome. And you have a space that contains honeycombs. You are pretty much a safe spot, which you can move ahead. And basically, here it's another question. The third type of panel is one with a musical note on it, which they make you hear a sound effect or a tune, and you must guess from which world or from which person made that noise, or what thing made that noise, what item and stuff. So you can only move 1 square at a time, so you gotta be careful. And every time you didn't answer the good thing, you will take 1 cup of damage. So you gotta watch out for that. A question of sound I play, get it wrong to make my day. And the fourth one, the fourth type of panel is it's a joker. Basically, if you answer the right thing, they give you 2 cards that allow you to skip through to space. That is mandatory. And by the way, I love the answer, like bubble gum mountains. They really give you random stuff sometimes, and you know what? I like it. It adds to the charm of the game. And by the way, like here, it's a joker. I won't do it because I wasn't sure. And you can only activate this panel once for the joker. You can try as many times as you want for the other, as long as you have enough life. But that's pretty much it. For like here, another visual test, and in this case it's Treasure Trove Cove. So I'm gonna answer that. And some of these questions are really difficult. They make you really think about what you want to the game. And probably the one the most annoying are the death panel with the skull on it, which I'm gonna explain right now. Is then gonna give you through all the type of question, they're gonna give you well, a question basically, or a test that you need to do, and if you fail, it's instant death. So you need to succeed in the death panel no matter the cost. The sixth type of panel, I'm not sure which one I'm on, but it's basically the one that I'm coming to right after this. Yeah, here I didn't read the question, so I was kind of lost and I didn't know what to answer. Especially that I'm colorblind, so I was kind of fearing that a little bit. And then I answered yellow and red at 1 second. Still made it though. The other one is the timer. It's basically an old boss, and that you need to defeat under a certain time limit, or a challenge that you've already done under a certain time limit. In this case, it's big boo babu box. In this case, it's boom boom box, bing boom box. I don't know how to call this guy. So basically, you just roll into him, pick attack him, X blaze him, or invisibility him. Is that the thing? Like I do just here, I just eggs blaze my way. But you gotta watch out, because the health that you lose in these boss battles, you also lose them in the game, in the quiz game. So you gotta watch out and conserve your health as best as you can. Because if you don't, then you kind of screw the force and deal with the stuff that you didn't really want to, and it could be hard to handle with. Especially that every time you don't answer the right stuff, you get 1 health left, and it's really hard. It's hard stuff. As you see here, I was I think at 7 honeycomb, 20 pieces or 6, and I was down to 4. Then I collect the one next to me, and I was good. And those panels are probably the second most annoying, cause it's basically Brentilda, the Gruntilla's sister, that tell you stuff throughout the game. Well, you kinda need to talk to her, because yeah, once you enter Grunty panel like this, you need to answer from the multiple thing that Brentilda told you. Ah, crap. So yeah, it seems every time I do final or something, I get disturbed, and I hate that. I really do. And here, they're pretty tricky questions, so make sure you have hold of your head and stuff, and you should be fine. In theory. So yeah, that is basically it. I don't think there's any other panel. If I see them, I'm gonna tell you, but that's basically it. There's the musical one, there's the visual one, the quiz one, if I might say, I'm not sure. The Joker one, the instant death one, the grunty one, that really annoys me, because I didn't really care about Brentilla that much. And since Gruntilda is a really, let me say, really gross villain. In fact, she might be the grossest villain in video game history. I didn't care that much for striptease or undies or whatever. I don't care so much. And as you see, it's really easy to die here, because the instant death battle for once. 2, it is you can lose health really fast with the boss battle and stuff. And 30 on these, here's the answer that she's hanging for her bedroom roof. Ugh, I just And as you see here, they're all disgusting answer. You just gotta guess which one it is from already disgusting enough villain. So you feel, you don't feel so cool, you know? Alright. So, I got nothing. Then you're just gonna guess things like that. Here, by the way, it's Mumbo Jumbo, Shaman, and it's basically trial and error on this. I've tried multiple, let me say this again, multiple times doing this. I think I died like 2 or 3 times, and once you die, you gotta start all the way back through the beginning. So, I mean, you gotta do a lot of quiz again and stuff. Really annoying to do, I'm not gonna lie. And what was that again? Yeah, that was inside the squirrel's treehouse. But that is, though, even though it is kind of a even though this is kind of an annoying part in a way, that's also very creative from this game. I mean, how many games do you see quizzing you at the end for the big final boss and everything. You know, that's neat. I love it. It's fresh for an idea and stuff. So, yeah. You know, see, it's creative. It's just kind of been handled a little bit better. I don't know how they did this in the sequel, because I know there's Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. I'm just not sure. By the way, I'm probably not gonna play this game anytime soon if you wish to. By the way, while I'm at it, by the way, here's one of the trial challenge. You gotta write Banjo-Kazooie in backwards, so that can be a little bit tricky. But while I'm on it, great, I totally forgot. Well, I guess the idea is gonna be spawn in my head later. For now, it's just smashing little tiles. Yeah, and you know what's really annoying in this part? Dying at the very end. Really annoying, if I may add. And there we go. I win 1 second away. That was really close. So I gotta move on, and yeah, these time trials are probably the most difficult. So I'm gonna take the quiz right here. Tell me now how your life will jump the frog's name in Bubble Glue Swamp. I actually don't remember this too. I think I do like a guess right here. Flibbits. Anyway, they're all pretty silly names, so it is pretty hard to mess up. Like I said, every answer is silly in a way, and they'll, well, unless it's really specific, like these quiz, where the thing, and they give you really dumb answers, you're gonna notice it, and it's kind of easy. But in time trials and in quiz with Dirty Gruntilda, it's really easy. Here we go. I used Joker because I didn't want to do the crowd thing, and by that time I didn't know what the death thing was. I thought that was just another kind of mechanic. Easy pick is not one that's true, is what you seek. So basically, here's another type. They give you 3 facts and you need to tell which one is true. I wasn't sure of this one, so I was like, 5 snowmans? False one. And it's actually 5 bears. As you're gonna see at the end, this is what saved my life. Which one of these is true? The leaves is the largest in summer. It's the last one that is true, of course. And like I said, they really give you silly answer, but it's really in the details sometimes. And here's the death card. I didn't know what it was. Pick up items on ground. Which one make that silly noise? Sound. And as you see, this one is red feather. By the way, there's a slight difference between gold and red feather. Just watch out for that. And as you saw, the second one was feather solo, I do believe. So it's kind of funny of their part. My throat is dried out. And sometimes they really give you awkward pictures, and you gotta guess from where it is. So that's really hard. By the way, this one was Mumbo's Mountain because it was inside a spider kind of place. I'm not sure. Here, how many molehill there is in Spiral Mountain? How are you supposed to know that? Like, if you would care about this kind of stuff. I say 7 because it seemed plausible, especially that they're all real close together. And I messed up the Joker, so I cannot do it again. And I didn't realize that at that point. So I was like, screw it. And then I see a Grunty. I was like, screw it too. And I think you can only have 1 Joker, 2 Joker at a time. I don't think you can have more. I'm probably most likely wrong about that. I'm Clankers well struck down in the boo in Clankers Cavern. What does he do? And if you... I did this by complete accident. I was like garbage grinder. For me it was the answer that gave the most senses, and it is. So, the more you know. I actually recommend Get Out of Your Way to get the Jokers, because they make the instant death panel again miles easier. Because the less struggle of this quiz is absolutely redonkulously difficult, so you gotta watch out for that. By the way, here's another answer. So, like I said, it's a pretty neat place, and I like it a lot. Here's a clock, a time trial that I hate oh so much, and here's, I don't know how many of these there are, but I know 4 of them. The big, the boomboxing kind of place boss fight. This one, they give you Mr. Vile too, and they give you the Banjo-Kazooie. At least that was the one that I had to suffer through, because this is kind of a struggling place. This is the point of the game where things that were already difficult are becoming even more difficult. So just gotta watch out for that. If you take your time and make sure to make safe play, you should be fine. You should. Like here, they just show you a pipe, and you're like, whoa, which pipe was that? I think in this game it was Mad Monster Mansion, but Clanker's Cavern and Rusty Bucket Big were 2 really possible choices. So it's really easy to fuck up. Ugh. So here, how many hoops did you swim? It was the main game to get the I think the jigsaw in Clankers, and there's 8. I did that by complete accident. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use my jokers on the 2 last panels. And which one is true? That's the one that fucked me over. Swimming time, there are 5 snowmans. I already tried that, so I knew I won't do this one. So I was like, 5 bear or 5 giant ice cubes? Nope. Instant death. 2 panels away. Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut here. To the point where I make it, which is right around here. And as you see, I'm on the last panel, blue joker left. I think I only got 1. I only got 1 chance. So which one is true? And it's that question again. So now, I wasn't sure because I waste like 40 minutes in, and it was the bear. Now I've counted them, and I'm still not sure about the 5 bears. I mean, unless you count Banjo in. Does Banjo count? Because I know there's like the 3 bear kids. There's Boogie. But did Banjo count? That's the only thing that really bothers me. Did Banjo count in that question? Huh. No matter. You're now... And now she just flee with the horrible laugh. Poor Grunty. Which prize shall we take, Kazooie? Me! How about that grunty ugly thing? I think we should take Duty. That's what I meant. Kazooie? Please, can we go home now, Benjamin? I have enough adventuring for 1 day. That was only a 1 day? Holy shoot. Sure, let's get out of this place. And there we go. Here's our cast of character. And she basically tells us the credits. Now, I had something for you. Since I was doing entirely blind, I wasn't really sure of what I was doing. And I wasn't really sure about that. So I was pretty sure that was the credit. Even though it looked kind of silly place to put the credit. But basically what they show is the all the place where it's only character that can talk basically that they show you. And I was really lost. I thought I was the critic, and I give my overall opinion then, and I was pissed. I was really pissed off when I realized that wasn't the case. So yeah. And this part's kind of big though, which I don't really like. Gonna be honest with you. I think it's like 30 minutes. I'm not sure. And there we go. Basically tell you everything. But yeah, that's what happened when you defeat Gruntilda. But spoiler alert, you don't really beat her because this part isn't named final. That just how I am, guys. So you probably hate me. What am I talking about? You hate me. Oh god, I really love that each character has their own sound effect when they talk. I think that's a neat touch. That's a really neat touch. I love it. What's kitchen, John Napper? I didn't have time to see it. Oh, Mr. Vile. Horrors doubling Christ jump off here. And also I had like the most humongous fell. Because I saw Clanker on this credit, and I was like, jeez, his teeth has grow real fast, because usually he complains that his golden teeth are causing him trouble, and instead of saying teeth, well, I kinda say tits. And I had like the weirdest spell ever. So excuse me for every kid that are watching this, but that's what happened when I was doing this live, and that was kind of funny, and I kind of laughed a lot. But that was a big fail. Just oof, His Trunker. Not really what I would call a memorable character. Still, that's something, I guess. Here's Gooby. I think he's wrecked up. I mean, you smash him like what, 3-4 times, and he's locked. Ruby and Toots. Spellbook. That's the only thing I saw. Napper. Strange noise maker, evenly twinkly fisher. Let's ripper. Lapa Siva. I'm not sure what was that all about, but they basically show you, I think, all the rider and stuff, and that's gross, man. They show you the big tanks with when the toilet talks. That means a lot to the people who help you, huh? Oh my god. Here's Snorkel. I don't want to talk. By the way, if I don't sound too excited or very comfortable today, it's because well, there's kind of people sleeping, and I don't want to talk too loud. Normally, I'm alone when recording, well, most of the time, so I can kind of shout out much more often. But you know, I just want to respect everybody. That's just all I am. And here's Banjo-Kazooie. Hurry up and get us home, Banjo. Puff, pants. I'm going as fast as I can. Hey, look over there. We missed the carrot. Got him. Are you happy now? Come on, you two. We're ready to party. Great. I could do with a drink. I change their voice all the freaking time. Ika Bunka. I just love that beginning of that song. That's so amazing. Peasant did good. Help Mumbo beat Twitch. I just find the situation so silly. I don't know about you, maybe that's just me. And I love the fact that you realize they're in the game. And now I just realized that it let her get away, which I was really disturbed by, because you think this is the end, but it's not. And here we are. So that is basically the final straw of the game. And for that, guys, with that said, with a 30 minutes long episode, sweet Jesus, I'm gonna end things off right here. So next time on Banjo-Kazooie, everyone, it's gonna be the final showdown. I'll see you guys next time.